For decades, the Canadian dream had a specific address. It was a glass condo in downtown Toronto, or a bungalow with a mountain view in Vancouver. These cities were the engines of the economy, the magnets for talent, the envy of the world. But in 2026, the magnet has reversed. It is now repelling people. There is a silent evacuation happening right now. Look at the U-Haul index. It costs 3 times more to rent a moving truck going out of Toronto than it does to rent one coming in. Supply and demand don't lie. Everyone is trying to leave the sinking ship at the same time. Doctors are moving to the US. Engineers are moving to Calgary. Digital nomads are moving to Mexico or Portugal. And new immigrants? They are packing their bags and going back home, disillusioned. Why? Because the world-class city has become a world-class trap. The math no longer works. The social contract is broken. You are paying New York City prices for salaries that look like Alabama, with weather that kills your soul. In this documentary, we are going to expose the death of the Canadian megacity. I will show you why staying in Toronto or Vancouver is an act of financial suicide. And I will show you where the smart money is moving to next. Welcome to the Wealth Hacks playlist. The math of misery, income versus reality. Let's look at the numbers that are driving this exodus. It's not emotional, it's arithmetic. To live a middle-class life in Toronto today, own a 3-bedroom home, 1 car, 1 vacation a year, save for retirement, your household income needs to be approx $250,000 a year. The median household income? $85,000. Do you see the gap? That gap is filled with debt, stress, and misery. We have normalized indentured servitude. Young professionals earning $100,000, which used to be a rich salary, are living in 400 square foot showboxes, sharing laundry, eating processed food, and saving exactly $0 per month. They are working 60 hours a week just to pay a landlord who bought the property 20 years ago for peanuts. It is a transfer of wealth from the young, productive to the old asset holders. The city demands 60% to 70% of your post-tax income just for shelter. When a city takes more than it gives, it dies. And Toronto is taking everything. The brain drain, the US magnet. The biggest tragedy isn't that people are leaving. It's who is leaving. It's the high performers. I call this the ambition tax. If you are a talented software engineer, a specialized doctor, or a skilled tradesperson, Canada punishes you. You pay high taxes to support a crumbling healthcare system you can't access. Compare this to the United States, Texas, Florida, Tennessee. I have friends who moved from Toronto to Austin, Texas. Asterisk salary went from 120,000 Canadian dollars to 160,000 US dollars, effectively double the buying power. Asterisk housing went from a $2,500 showbox condo to a $2,500 rental of a 4-bedroom house with a pool. Asterisk taxes, 0 state income tax. Why would a rational, ambitious young person stay in Vancouver to be housed poor forever, when they can move 2 hours south to Seattle or go to Texas and live like a king? The patriotism argument is dead. You can't eat patriotism. We are witnessing a massive brain drain. The smartest people are checking out, leaving the cities to be populated by 2 groups, the ultra-rich who own everything, and the service workers who serve them and commute 2 hours to get there. The middle class is extinct. The Alberta advantage, Calgary is calling. Not everyone can get a green card to the US. So where are they going inside Canada? Look west, but stop before the mountains. Alberta. The Alberta is calling campaign wasn't a joke. It was a lifeline. Let's do a direct comparison. Asterisk Vancouver, average detached home equals $2.1 million. Asterisk Calgary or Edmonton, average detached home equals $550,000 to $700,000. You can sell a teardown shack in Vancouver, move to Calgary, buy a literal mansion cash, and still have $1 million in the bank to retire. But it's cold. Yes, it's cold. But being broke is colder. Being 65 years old with no retirement savings because you spent it all on rent in Toronto is the coldest feeling in the world. Alberta offers higher wages, lower taxes, 5% sales tax vs 13 to 15%, and affordable housing. It is the last bastion of the old Canadian dream where a single income could support a family. The exodus to Alberta is massive. It's the fastest growing province for a reason. People are voting with their feet. The social decay, Gotham City without Batman. We need to talk about the elephant in the room. The quality of life. 10 years ago, Toronto was expensive, but it was safe, clean, and functioning. Today, the TTC, transit, has become a mental asylum on wheels. Random attacks, lack of security, public parks have turned into tent cities, encampments. Downtown smells of weed and urine. Car thefts are so common that police advise you to leave your keys by the door so thieves don't hurt you. You are paying premium luxury prices for a third world experience. If I am paying $3,000 for rent, I expect safety. I expect clean streets. When the social contract breaks, when the city stops providing basic safety and hygiene, the high cost of living becomes unjustifiable. People are not just leaving because of money. They are leaving because they are scared. They are leaving because they don't want to raise kids in an environment of visible decay. The immigrant U-turn, onward migration. For decades, the government relied on one thing to keep the Ponzi scheme going: immigration. If Canadians leave, we will just bring in 500,000 new people to replace them. But a shocking trend is emerging: onward migration. Newcomers arrive in Toronto or Vancouver with dreams of a better life. Within 2 years, they realize the math is a lie. They realize their PhD means nothing here. They realize they are working at Tim Hortons to pay $1,500 for a shared bedroom in a basement in Brampton. What do? They leave. They move back home, or, increasingly, they use Canada as a backdoor to the USA. The retention rate of immigrants is dropping. Word is spreading globally: don't go to Canada. It's a trap. When you run out of new people to exploit to prop up your housing bubble, the bubble bursts. Geographic arbitrage, the digital nomad. So, what is the solution for you? If you have a digital job, remote work, you hold the golden ticket. The concept is geographic arbitrage. Earn in a strong currency, Canadian dollar to US dollar, spend in a weak currency. Why pay $3,000 to live in a grey box in Toronto when you can pay $1,000 to live in a villa in Bali, Medellin, Lisbon, or Buenos Aires? Or, if you want to stay in Canada, why not Halifax? Why not New Brunswick? Why not a small town in Ontario? The city premium used to be worth it because that's where the jobs were. But if your job is on Zoom, the city premium is just a stupidity tax. You are paying for proximity to an office you don't need to visit. The smartest wealth hack of 2026 isn't a stock tip. It's a moving truck. Your savings rate will triple the day you cross the city limits. The Tier 2 city rise. We are seeing the rise of the Tier 2 cities. Places like Calgary, Halifax, Saskatoon, and even US cities like Nashville and Austin. These cities are absorbing the refugees of the megacities. They are experiencing a renaissance. Better restaurants, better culture, better vibes because the young, creative, ambitious people are there. Toronto and Vancouver are becoming retirement homes for boomers who bought in 1990 and foreign investors who leave units empty. They are becoming zombie cities. Culture requires affordable rent. Artists need cheap studios. When the artists leave, the soul of the city leaves. Vote with your feet. Here is the hard truth. Toronto and Vancouver don't care about you. The politicians don't care if you can't afford rent. The landlords certainly don't care. Complaining on Twitter won't lower housing prices. Waiting for a market crash is a gamble. The only power you have is the power to leave. Go where you are treated best. Go where your hard work actually builds a future, not just pays off someone else's mortgage. The Great Exodus isn't a tragedy. It's a correction. It's the market finding balance. Don't be the last one holding the bag. If you are thinking about packing your bags, write in the comments, "I am moving." Tell me where you are going. Let's build a map of the new opportunity zones. This channel is about freedom. And sometimes, freedom means buying a one-way ticket. Stay mobile. Stay free. See you in the next video.